Hi everyone, this one's about the Diddy documentary. It's called Sean Combs, The Reckoning, and it's on Netflix, and of course it's like executive produced by 50 Cent, so we've got to thank 50 for this. And this is not sponsored by Baby Oil, but you know, it probably should be sponsored by Baby Oil. Okay. And in fact, maybe the documentary should have been sponsored by Baby Oil. In fact, has Baby Oil sent Diddy a plaque? Has he got a plaque on the wall? Because he was definitely propping up the baby oil industry. I mean, that was even mentioned in 50 Cent's tweet to Judge Subramaniam. He was saying that, so 50 like tweeted the judge, and he was saying
there was
stuff.
a letter to him.
Oh, it was a letter?
Yeah.
And he was saying stuff like, I'm feeling threatened, Diddy is a real threat to people, and soon he'll be back out. All this kind of stuff. Are you sure you're doing the right thing? Mm-hmm. And then he ends it with like he's buying up all the baby oil, and babies need it. And then he goes, "Yeah, my documentary's coming out soon."
Yeah.
He never wastes an attempt at promo, does he? 50.
No, he does not.
He's brilliant. He is
businessman. Very
much a businessman. So. Right, on to business. Okay, we don't want to waste any time. Let's get straight onto it. First things first, for legal reasons, this is all just opinion. And what is not opinion on this may just be fabrication. It could all just be fake and fiction. It's just opinion. None of these are our opinions either. We're just discussing things. And we are not stating facts. This is all allegedly, and it's all just opinion. Okay, have I covered myself? Do you want to say it as well?
No.
Okay, I'll be covered. Right, okay. Did the documentary go the way you wanted it to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were saying that you wanted. Go on.
In the first episode, I thought, okay, this is talking about his past, which is obviously relevant, but I had a feeling like, oh, is this going to be a bit too much of like his past? I don't want to hear too much of the history. Yeah. I want to know what's going on now and what happened. Yeah. You know what I mean? They did have like 2 jurors on, didn't they? But no, like it was good. It was well made because you had to understand the past. Yes. You had to understand a bit of like, you know, the monster's past experiences and what he did and
the origin story.
Yeah, and like his story.
The origin story, yeah.
Well, I would never understand. We would never understand, I hope, how that would make him, you know, how he is today. But it was very interesting, and I didn't know much of that past. I don't think
I didn't know any
a lot
of that
of people knew that much about him either. Yeah. So that was really good, really well put together. Yeah. And all 4 parts, weren't it? Yeah. 4 parts of the docuseries was really good.
Amazing. They got the right people on.
Yeah. Did I wish, you know, there was a bit more to it? Yeah. But I think I think like a lot of people wouldn't want to participate in it.
So when you say a bit more to it, what do you mean?
Like a bit more people involved in it, like a bit more confessions, a few more interviews, like victims or non-victims,
like
or just people,
close staff members.
Yeah, people he's worked with.
People with insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you
know, industry people.
Yeah.
And, but no, yeah. Good.
Like, they had the people on who were like almost his nearest and dearest.
Yeah.
Right? As close as possible that they could actually get.
Yeah.
Without getting on like a million victims, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This kept the story quite efficient, quite like tight-knit.
Yeah. And they built a good enough picture already, I think.
Yeah. These were the people who saw the core of him. Yeah, the real core. Like, to be able to get his neighbour, who like pretty much like grew up with him, that was really impressive.
Yeah.
Right, now, in terms of like the beginning, and like you've touched on that, and how the beginning was like a little bit slow, and maybe it was like off topic in a sense, or a bit too much. Yeah. I absolutely loved that, because I loved seeing how he got to where he is. Like, what were the building blocks? What were the foundations that caused it? Yeah. And this one man, and I'm not sure who it was exactly. I think it was I think it was his neighbour or it was Kirk Burroughs, one
Yeah.
of them two. In fact, Kirk Burroughs, I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
when he said that, like, Diddy, his mum was making him into this dandy.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, she's dressing him up,
Yep.
right? And she's dressing him up in this way that would fit these blaxploitation films.
Yeah.
And I'm going to check them out, actually, because I've heard of them and I've kind of seen the visual style, but I've never actually checked them out. So I might actually check them out.
Yeah.
And he was saying that those movies were always on in their household. And then he was being made into this style, this like whole fur coats and wearing
Yeah.
like a top hat almost and, you know, like funky glasses or whatever. He was being given that image. And in a sense, what Kirk Burroughs was saying is that he was being made up to look like somebody who was looked up to in the society. Like, more gangster, more underworld.
Yeah, more gangster.
Yeah, somebody who was being looked up
Powerful
to. Yeah.
figure, yeah.
Someone being looked up to in that sense from a young age.
Yeah.
So he was being given that, like, bravado
Yeah.
from then.
From young age.
Yeah. And that was very interesting to see how that came about. I don't think we heard many stories from when he was little in terms of him doing things that were conniving or a bit mad. I don't think we did, unless I'm forgetting them. So I don't think that he had that streak in him at that point. One thing I also found interesting was that, like, he proper revered his dad. He revered his dad. He proper looked at his dad like he was the ultimate gangster. And what's interesting is the fact that he never knew his dad.
Yeah. Like, even though he didn't really have much, like, he didn't have much time with his dad, though, really, did he?
No, not at all. I think his dad, he passed away, didn't he, or something?
Yeah.
Something that was, like, gang-related.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. So, yeah, his dad was, like, you know, known and stuff. He was, like, in the streets and he was doing stuff, right? He was active. And so Diddy never really knew about him. Now, the thing is, that's the thing. The fact that he never had a relationship with his dad,
Yeah.
that let him build an unlimited image.
Yeah, of his dad.
Yeah, he could add things to that whenever he wanted. And that's what I find to be, like, wild. He's taken that image and ran with it.
Yeah.
At one point he goes, something, I'm the son of God, or they should look at me like I'm the son of God, because that's all I can compare myself to. That's how far he was taking this image, this, like, self-image. I mean, and he put himself on the cross for that, like, Nas video,
Yeah.
which was all just, you know, there was a lot going on.
A lot.
So yeah, I mean, that's just, like, talking about his foundations and his mindset. Yeah. Okay, so it starts off and it opens with this, like, oh no, in fact, I apologise. Before we do that, let's just cover some of the history and where this has come from. Yeah, let's cover some of the history and where this has come from. For those who don't know, let's cover what's happened and how this came about, right? So, obviously he's been living his life, having his career, doing his thing. And then, as far as I can tell, I mean, there was always Wendy Williams who was always talking about him. Yeah. So there were people out there who were always, like, talking about him. I think 50 was saying things about him.
Yeah.
Eminem made a rap where it refers to him.
Yeah.
Right. So there were these things out and about him. But what was the catalyst? Was it Cassie's case? That was it, wasn't that, like, just tipped it over the edge and everything started going wild, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that, yeah. Yeah.
It was Cassie's case.
Yeah.
Then after that, everybody else had the confidence
Started
to, like,
rolling. Yeah.
to start putting their cases out about him. And so he ended up with, like, case after case, like 100 cases or something.
Yeah, now there's, like, over 100 civil cases against him.
Yeah. So until that point, until that Cassie case, he was living life.
Yeah.
He was brother love. He was doing his thing. You know, the vast majority of us would not have been the wiser at all. Yeah, he had his odd implication here and there with the law, but nothing too major. So the Cassie case comes in, loads of cases follow. Eventually his house gets raided. Now, people say that his house got raided. Like, this is just, like, a theory, let's say, out there. that was done to hide evidence. In other words, he had evidence on like government people, police, FBI. Yeah, because basically what they've said is he can't have done all that without government support or government turning a blind eye. So they're saying that there's got to have been like local police, something, whatever, also getting involved.
Oh.
So they say that when his house got raided, yeah, they got evidence and 6 million bottles of baby oil, right? But they also apparently hid evidence, like destroyed evidence as well, that could incriminate. This is a theory, you know what I'm saying? So that could incriminate police, is what people
They had
say.
tanks, didn't they?
That's what I was going to say next. So
Right,
there was
that's
a tank.
wild.
I know, to take a tank to his house.
Yeah.
The thing is as well that they found weaponry, yeah, like weaponry that is like not really for a household or whatever. And the troubling thing is with this weaponry is the serial numbers were scratched off. And that's like a big no-no. That's a big problem. That is like you cannot have a weapon with the serial number scratched off. That's a big legal issue. They can't trace where it's come from. Can't
So
trace
they found
owners.
a lot of weapons.
Yeah. They did find a lot of weapons, like serious weapons, like big ones. Yeah. Yeah. So he was not messing about. Serious guy. Serious guy. And then just while I'm here, in case I forget this, there's apparently a link between pneumonia and baby oil. Apparently. Do you know about that? We've talked about
No.
this. You've forgotten about it. We've talked about this. So apparently what you can do is if baby oil,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got to do it a certain way. Guys, check on this. I don't know how much of a fact this is. This is what I heard. Right? If baby oil is inhaled or ingested in a certain way, it can cause pneumonia. And what do we know about pneumonia? And his missus? What was his missus' name? The one who passed away?
Kim
Kim what?
Porter.
Kim Porter. That was pneumonia, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, there were quite a few pneumonias that happened around him. It was a pneumonia thing.
Baby oil can cause a serious and potentially life-threatening type of pneumonia called, don't know how to pronounce that word, exogenous lipoid pneumonia, if it is inhaled into the lungs. So this condition is a known danger, particularly for infants and the elderly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is, yeah. So it's actually an interesting, like, what a weird link for there to be baby oil, which he uses for certain reasons. And then again, it's like proper double use. It's like double whammy for that guy. He could just walk down the street.
I mean,
with that.
who uses baby oil
I know.
anymore?
Just for anything, yeah. I know, for anything.
These days? It's
For
such
anything.
a toxic
It's
thing
just
to
weird.
use. It's mineral oil, isn't it? It's not, do you know what I mean? It's not, anyway.
Just weird. We'll just leave that there. That's just, he does a lot of strange things, so we'll leave it as it is. He got done for like transporting for the use of prostitution or something like that. And another count of something else as well, which basically were both like, in a sense, minor in comparison to what he kind of should have got done for, right? And for example, the kidnapping thing with Cassie, the juror said, do you remember what the juror said? She was like, basically the reason why we didn't believe Cassie was because she was very emotional on the stand. And because she was so emotional, we took that as a sign of things that would bring inaccuracies into the story. Is she recounting this story?
No, they weren't talking about Cassie. That wasn't Cassie. That was the other girl.
The one
they
from
were
the
referring
band?
to. No, that was the manager. That was his manager. What she called begins with K.
Capricorn Clark?
Yeah, they were talking about her. She was emotional in court, and she was getting things a bit mixed up. And
Because she was kidnapped. It was her. That was the kidnapping. It was her. It was her. Hers was the kidnapping case.
yeah,
Yeah. He grabbed a weapon, forced her to go
Yeah.
to
I'm
Cuddy's
sure you
house.
just said Cassie.
Yeah, I did say Cassie.
All right, okay.
But anyway, with reference to like the whole, it was Cassie was in the story, wasn't she? Okay, Capricorn Clark. Okay,
Yeah.
correction, right? Capricorn Clark was emotional, crying, all that lot, yeah. And because she was crying so much, the jury was like, is she being accurate, or is this all lies, or is it just emotion? And because she was crying, they used that to not... Does that make sense to you? Because that don't make sense to me. Just because someone's crying, I understand that emotions can affect a story, but...
I think that was part of it. Obviously, we missed loads of what was said, and also a lot of it was, I think, they had evidence, like a lot of text messages between Cassie and Diddy was... like she would message him, and there was a lot of like "I love you."
No, but that's Cassie. What about Capricorn though?
And she was coming back and stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about Capricorn though, isn't it? You're on about Cassie there. I'm on about Capricorn and the kidnapping.
Capricorn
and the kidnapping.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
Like, to go in there and to be on a jury and say, oh, do you know what? We're not going to believe her because she's crying. I'm like, yeah, but I'm sure she can evidence this. She's evidencing this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
Yeah.
A bit wild. Basically, what they said was, because of her emotions, that introduced doubt. As soon as doubt's introduced, that's it. Because the way their law works is, can you convict this person beyond reasonable doubt?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, actually, we've got reasonable doubt, so...
I guess it was probably hard, like, to prove. Like, how could you prove it? Like, 'cause this was a while back.
Yeah, I get you.
And how could you prove it if it was just him and her?
Yeah, hard to prove. And he's got probably the best lawyers in the country.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, maybe the world. A massive team. What was it? 8 or 9 lawyers? Huge. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, what you said there about Cassie was interesting, though. That was interesting. How that was wild, wasn't it? I mean, let's just come on to Cassie, right? Because this was like the main case, in a way.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. What a weird angle, but an effective angle for the defence team to go down. They went down the angle of, this was their love.
Yeah.
This was their love story.
Yeah, just a twisted, complicated love story.
And love language, let's say.
Yeah.
Where this would happen in the relationship. This was part of the relationship.
But so messed up.
And they would keep going back to each other. Both parties are going back to each other. That's wild, isn't it? What's tragic is, you'll probably find that people who are in these situations, yeah, they're going back to the partner, but that's a symptom.
Yep. Of abuse.
Yeah. It's a symptom of the abuse. It's a symptom of the injury that's been inflicted upon the person.
Yep.
You know, I am now injured in a way where I no longer recognise things correctly or make the right decisions.
Yeah. And
that's not how I am, but it's how I've been made. And I can be unmade like that. I can be healed. That was so interesting. Like, and then to use that as a defence and to win with it.
Yeah.
In today's day and age, where we look at mental health, where we look at these things, stunning.
It's obvious. Like, it was obvious. Like, they would use that strategy. Like, oh well, she kept coming back. Do you know what I mean? Oh, let's read her messages. Well, she kept receiving these messages and sending these back to him, and you know, she wanted to get back together. It was so obvious that they were going to play that. Do you know what I mean? They were going to go down that route.
Very effective.
Obviously, yeah. It's like years. It's like it was more than 11 years, their relationship. So it is going to be hard for her. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy to escape that.
Yeah.
But she survived it. And the sad thing was as well, like, felt sorry for her, was like she went into court like heavily pregnant as well. Do you know what I mean? That's hard in itself, and then reliving that trauma. Yeah.
I mean, that's like reliving that trauma in that state is dangerous, actually, isn't it? Really, that's actually dangerous. So credit to her for actually going into court and standing up for herself. Okay, let's just talk about the documentary at least a little bit, because I know that we're talking about the actual topic itself and it's very meaty. So there's lots to talk about, and so that's what we're doing. But about the documentary. So it opens up and he's on a call to his lawyer. He's saying things like, I'm a great client, I flew to New York to face this head on, and all this lot. I feel like there were rumours of him running away for some reason. I feel like there were rumours of that. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. But it opens with that footage, that like candid footage of him, like that intimate footage of him in a hotel room talking about this. Now, we had thoughts about that footage. Like, what was his plan initially for that footage, do you think? I'll tell you what I think. What I think is he was probably going to make a documentary for himself. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if he just wants to film it for himself, fair enough. I do think that he's got some kind of fascination with cameras, so it could be true that he's just filming it just to film it. But I reckon he was going to make a documentary like surviving the case of my life or something.
Yeah.
Because he could make money off it. So really, with that footage, you can make money off it either way. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing swoop for 50 Cent. Well done on that, getting that footage. He will not disclose his sources. Congrats on that. Did very well. Right, and then, of course, it goes on and it starts talking about things like the college basketball game, the all-star college basketball game, which he set up.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, he's like trying to make a name for himself. And it's interesting because at this point, I'm not sure, was he involved? I don't think he was involved with Andre Harrell yet. So in terms of like the music side of things, I'm not sure how he actually got the fame or the clout to put this together with celebs, really. But he did. So he put that college basketball game together, and he had like celebrities, rappers, music people and stuff, basically playing a basketball game. A bit like how what's his name now? Them streamers now, the streamer from America, Kai Cenat, and the one who went around China, what's his name again? Speed. Kai Cenat, Speed, and all that lot. They get together and they'll do there's sports events which they put together as well, isn't there? I mean, KSI is doing like boxing matches and stuff, and they have their like football stuff which they put together. So it's basically one of those. That's what he did. But back in those days, so it's not like sports people doing this match. It's like just rapper celebs or music celebs, or other celebs like in media type thing, yeah. So clever to put it together, and that was where a lot of people passed away. Right, so they passed away because of like the stampede, safety issues.
Yeah.
And he got his first like TV moment because he went onto like the news or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, this is really bad," and all this lot. This was mad. I mean, we're jumping a little bit here, but I just want to tie this together. When he started his business, Bad Boy, he made sure that he was not like an owner of it, didn't he? It was his mum.
Yeah.
75%. Kirk Burroughs, 25%. And he did that. Do you know why he did that? Do you know why he was off the books?
Yeah, so he didn't have to pay the people that, passed away from that
college
event.
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was off the books on Bad Boy when it was created so that he didn't have to pay the families that were hurt, injured, etc. From that basketball match. That is dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yep.
And that's tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. That was his first failed and shady kind of experience, I would say, at least that from what we know.
Yeah. But as far as I know, that was his first big out there public failure,
Downfall.
tragedy.
Yeah.
And what happened? He got away with it.
Yep.
Crazy.
The first of many.
Honestly, crazy. He says things like, "We're losing public opinion," and he says on the call to his lawyer, and he's like, "Listen, you want to be on TikTok. You want to look on TikTok because that's the stuff that will be getting into the jurors' minds right now. That's where you've got to be looking." So I've got to give him credit. He's up to date with current media and social and the power of it.
Yeah.
He is very much into it. Right. Oh, and I didn't know this. So Diddy was a dancer at first.
Don't look like it.
What do you mean?
I've not seen any clips that looks like he's a dancer of any sort.
Yeah, like not a talented dancer, if you know what I mean.
No.
Maybe he was like talented for maybe those days of dancing, because those days of dancing was like the Carlton dance. And that is kind of what he does. He kind of does do the Carlton dance, really, when you look at it. But yeah. So when he dropped out at the age of 19, dropped out of school, he was first, that's his first, like, you know, thingy, experience, taste of it. He was basically a background dancer.
Okay.
Wild, isn't it? I mean, because throughout this, there's a thread of like places that he's got no talent. It's mentioned a few times. He's got no musical talent, yet he knows what a good song sounds like. I think we all do. And he can't rap, because there was that bit where Little Rod was saying it took us 8 months to do 8 bars.
Yeah.
8 months to do 8 bars. Wow.
That was funny.
It's wild. It's wild. So it's like, okay, so what you can do is dance. But you can't hear that on a song, can you? You can't hear the dancing on a song.
I bet he hated watching that.
Yeah. Where they were laughing at him.
Yeah, he will be crying over that.
Yeah, that'll hurt
That
him.
one line statement.
Yeah. And he'll be crying because, like, we know that he's got a huge ego,
Yep. Knock.
but he's massively insecure.
Massively insecure.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he is massively insecure. Like he had these really weird insecurities where he would basically take someone's girl.
Yeah.
For me, that was like the weirdest, one of the weirdest parts of this. What a strange thing to be doing.
Yeah, like he can't be that guy. So the best thing I can try and do is take the wife or girlfriend or partners.
Yeah. Like that's the closest I will get to being that person.
Like that'll make him feel a bit more powerful, a bit more manly.
Yeah.
A bit more, I don't know, attractive.
Yeah. How we
Gross.
like I mean, there was that guy at the start, right, where he took his girl, yeah, and it was like they weren't even a couple. It was, I think, was it Albie? No, Albie is who he looked up to. But yeah, he took this guy's girl, right, and the guy was like, I think it was Eric Sermon and Misa, yeah, Eric Sermon and Misa. So he worked with Eric Sermon, who was like an artist, I believe. And he took Misa from him. But Eric Sermon was like, that was weird because we weren't even a couple. we were just friends. But he made it so Misa could never contact me.
Yeah.
How mad. And then I think it was at one point where she did contact him or something happened, something weird. What happened? Basically, something weird happened, right? And then he fully attacked Misa on the street.
Yeah.
People pulled him off her,
Yep.
right? And a year and a half later, they have a kid.
Yeah. Bad.
Just
Bad
wild.
situation.
Yeah. And I think that's the kid who Kirk Burroughs is the godfather of, right? And this guy said something really interesting, right? Made a real comment. I think it was Kirk Burroughs, I think. I'm not sure. Was it Kirk Burroughs or that other guy? There was a guy who was like in the background and he stayed away from it all and he had his hat on and he had sunglasses on in the documentary, but I didn't really catch his name. But he was brilliant and he made some really pivotal comments. So somebody made this comment, right? And they go, Sean has a way about when he gets you, he got you, and now you become property. I feel like that is just so powerful. That defines him so much and the situation so much.
He's such a controlling kind of man as well. Like, not only was he trying to control like the women he was with, and like his partners and the people that he was working with, like the artists, like his mum,
Yeah.
like just everyone
Yeah.
around him.
Yeah. I mean, do you think J-Lo got a bit of that?
Well, I don't know. Who knows? Well, who knows? But I just feel like after all this has come out, don't you just want to know, like, what she's thinking?
Yeah. She's got to know stuff.
And like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of J-Lo anyway, but like, it makes me not want to like her even more.
Yeah. Like there's.
I don't know why,
was
but like you know, like she doesn't control him, and you know what I mean. But they're not related anymore in any way. But like, ugh.
Yeah.
She was with that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
It's just mad.
Just wild.
It is wild. As far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, she's got to know stuff.
Yeah.
She's got to like know.
She's seen stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like wasn't it about the time when this whole Diddy thing came out that J-Lo and Affleck split?
No, it's nowhere near.
Okay, no relation.
No,
Just
nowhere
chance, maybe.
near. No.
Were you going to say something else?
No.
Okay.
Well, no. What I was gonna say actually, from like Diddy to like Ben Affleck, miles apart.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Really wild, honestly. But yeah, I find that thing really strange about Diddy, how he kept doing that, taking someone's woman.
Yeah.
Like there was a time when he worked with some random artist, and then he liked the partner again, the missus, and then he got his guy, what's his name, his partner Kirk Burrows, to get like 50 grand's worth of money out of their company and buy her a necklace.
Yeah.
Randomly to try and like pull her.
Yeah. Try and woo her.
He doesn't stop.
No, he doesn't.
He just does not stop. It's actually pretty crazy. Right, so he was a dancer. He starts getting into things, and oh dear, right, Albie Shore was dating Kim, and that's how he like gets introduced to Kim, right?
Yes.
Was she a receptionist at something? Something like that was mentioned. Some kind of like receptionist. Anyway.
No, she was like a star.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Yeah, she was like, I'm sure she was like
A
model and yeah, so she was making money, and she was attractive, pretty, and she was young, and I'm sure she had a lot of admirers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when he wanted to pull her, basically.
Right, I get you. No, I get you. And Albie Shore, right? What a strange name for an artist, but fine. Albie Shore, I believe. So he was big, he was famous, he was this character, another person who Diddy looked up to, right? And apparently he used to do this weird thing of like pulling a girl, yeah. And then they would like have activities, right? And Albie would record it. Yeah.
Yeah.
After recording it, there was some kind of place like a rooftop or something, where it's like a rooftop club or something, and he used to play the video there for everyone to see.
Yep.
And humiliate this person. And Diddy was like, I want to be that. I want to be that person who everyone looks at, the spotlight, the star, and I want to do that, what he's doing. How weird is that for Diddy to have seen someone else do that?
And then copy.
Yeah. Like even this really weird, twisted thing to do was taken from somebody else.
Yeah.
It blows my mind, that does. I'm like, these are really weird things to be copying.
Yeah. He's taken like a lot of like bad qualities and like really bad habits or practices from others, and then used it like himself.
What it is, he's seen
to gain more power and assert his power. Yeah.
What's weird is he's seen those things as gaining popularity, gaining attention. He's seen those things as like important or gangster. Mm-hmm. What a weird, skewed image. Anyway, he then starts hassling Andre Harrell, who was the founder of Uptown Records. Yeah. And was it Andre Harrell who was related to Clive Davis? Like, did Clive Davis bring on Andre Harrell, do you know?
I can't remember.
I'm not sure about this, right? But there was Clive Davis, right? Who's like this ancient, like, record, like, legendary dude, producer, whatever, yeah? Executive. And he brought on, like, a young, like, staff member, yeah? And there are rumours out there that Clive Davis and this young staff member, like, had weird happenings. And I'm not sure if that's Andre Harrell. But the interesting thing is, Andre Harrell then brings in Diddy, who was at a young age, right? Mm. And it seems like, I mean, then Diddy went up quite fast. Yeah, he got all the power quickly. Mm. And then Diddy went on, and he brought on other young people when they were young, like Usher and Bieber, basically. Usher, and then Usher got Bieber, basically. So it's like this cycle was handed down, and it just carried on, in a way. And really, if you look at it, Usher was like...
really young.
He was young, but he took over the industry. He had his time in the sun.
Yeah.
And Bieber, the same.
Yeah.
You couldn't get away from these people. They were like top dogs.
Yeah, they were.
And what's interesting is how it was Diddy, wasn't it, who said to Lil Rod that this is your route to success in this industry.
Yeah.
Like, these weird activities are what will get you success.
Yeah.
Now, is he speaking from experience? Is that what's happening here?
Probably.
You know? Right. So anyway, so he meets Andre Harrell, founder of Uptown Records, right? And Sean was tenacious. He kept like speaking to him, trying to get like involved, like employ me, get me involved. I'll do whatever I can. And then Andre like succumbs to it and lets him in. And he starts having him do tasks. And one of them was to like go and pick up some like records, like other part of New York
down
or something.
The road, yeah.
And apparently he comes back in a flash. And Andre Harrell is there like, how'd you get there so quick? Or how'd you do it so quick? And he goes, I ran. I ran there, ran back. And he made himself indispensable. Yeah. I think that's the right word.
Yeah.
To Andre Harrell. He made Andre's life very convenient. And it came to a point where Andre was like, yeah, I kind of need you around. You know what I mean? You're making my life so much easier. I need you. Which is very interesting. And we'll come back to that in a second. Do you know why he's called Puff Daddy?
No.
So he's called Puff Daddy, right? Apparently, guys, check this for me. Apparently, he played football in like high school. But I'm like, you don't look like an American football player to me. Like, I don't see how you'd play football. Maybe he was a sprinter, maybe it was basketball, but something like that, yeah? Lots of running involved. Now, he would run, and it was something like either how he would breathe afterwards, or he would take an inhaler, right? So he would puff his inhaler.
Oh, right.
And so he got the name Puff Daddy.
Right.
Now, what I find interesting, guys, is the evolution of his name. Because his name, do you know why he changed to P. Diddy?
No.
And I remember this happening. I remember him changing his name thinking, why have you changed to P. Diddy? Why Diddy? Diddy, over here, Diddy means small, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's Diddy, that is.
Yeah.
That's really Diddy. So it means small.
Yeah.
It's like a stupid name is what I would call it, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit in with like other gangster names that are out there. It sounds cartoonish. So I really remember it when he did that. And the reason why he changed his name was basically to get away from his criminal past. So you've got to think of how much of a criminal past he must have had to want to rebrand and change his name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how messed up do you have to be? How many artists out there are changing their names because of controversy or issues?
Yeah.
Doesn't really happen, does it? And he's there changing his name because, problems.
Changed it from Puff to P. Diddy.
Yeah, Puff Daddy to P. Diddy. And he was kind of going to rebrand again. He was going for all this like brother love stuff. That was his like next phase.
Right.
Yeah, Isn't it weird?
God.
Yeah, I know. He's got a past and he knows it, you know what I mean? So, anyway, he goes there running around, makes himself like extremely convenient to Andre and that, right? Next thing, Andre says that he said that he had to live with me. He moved into the place before I did. I bought a place over here and he started living with me.
Yeah.
And I think that he lived with Usher as well. I think Diddy for a while spent like time with Usher, and there's a record of him out there saying that me and Bieber, like we spent like a lot of time together like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, there's a lot of those rumours, isn't there?
A lot of those rumours, and again alleged. So he's there and he lives with Andre Harrell, and he says that he had a big fight with his mum. That's why he can't go back home. And so we know a bit about that, don't we? Because his did you miss this part of the documentary?
No.
Right. Okay. So basically what happened is he went back home and his mum wasn't liking what she was seeing. He's around rappers, he's back at Stupid Times or whatever.
Yeah.
There's that whole controversy with the college basketball game. Things aren't going good. She wants him out of rap. She wants him out of this whole music thing.
Right.
Yeah. He has a great big kick-off with his mum. Apparently he lays hands on her and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And then he's gone.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, by the way, I should say that apparently when he used to get disciplined by his mum, it was like serious,
Physical.
scary, traumatic. It was serious stuff.
Yeah.
That's what his neighbour says. His neighbour's like, look, I used to get in trouble. I used to get done. But when he used to get done, serious, crazy bad. It's bad, that, innit?
Yeah, that is bad.
That's bad, that.
It
Like
is.
that's, you know what I mean? Like, I think that if there's any parents out there, like, it's important to look in the mirror, you know, when it comes to that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a bit mental. And in a way, maybe that's part of the contribution to how he's then laid his hands on,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, he did that. And then he ran to Andre's house, lived there. It's one of those where it's a case of he never looked back. But what's interesting is he's got a relationship with his mum afterwards, hasn't he? His mum appears in things.
Yeah.
Not to say that she's comfortable or happy or whatever, but she
Yeah.
appears.
Yeah.
Probably like controlled like mad by him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Controlled.
You know, I bet she's got to like do her fair share of work, if you know what I mean. I'm sure he doesn't give it to her for free.
No.
You know, like he's wearing the pants now.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, so he did that. Right. So yeah, Diddy's mum. When Diddy's mum was like on that TV show, and she was like, "I worked hard for Diddy. I worked hard for my children." Do you remember?
Yeah. And she said probably a bit too much on there. I don't think he would have liked
she said that
it.
like, he doesn't know this, but I worked at an after-hours place as well.
Yeah.
And it's a bit mad because like he's learning that on a TV show.
Yeah.
And it's inside the actor's studio, and
His
that's
face.
a really big show.
Yeah.
And yeah, his face said
His face was like, oh my God, why did you just say this?
yeah, you should not have said this. You were
You
not
are
authorized.
embarrassing me.
Yeah, I've got an image to take care of. And inside the actor's studio is a big program, you know. It's like an esteemed show.
Right.
Like people go on there when they've made it.
Right.
Yeah, like Chappelle went on there, and he sits there, and basically you're sitting in a way with students of your field, and you could say academics of your field, and so they're kind of like studying you, as opposed to just an interview. They're proper looking at. So how do you feel when you do this? Why do you do that? Like they're interesting interviews. In a way
Right.
boring, but in a way very interesting. The
Right.
Chappelle one's very good, very telling. Right, so that happens. Melvin comes, that was his dad. Melvin Combs was his dad. Yeah, and his mother dressed him like a gangster. He came to his father's funeral in like a fur coat. Like a PIMP. Just going to fix a timeline here for a second, okay? So what happened was he basically left school at the age of 19. He was a backup dancer. He got introduced to Andre Harrell at some point, and he starts mithering him for a job. Right, doesn't let him go.
Yeah.
He gets into a job with Andre Harrell. He becomes indispensable. He does things really well. Andre Harrell teaches him that it's all about you. It's never about the artist. It's never about anything else. If there's an event, for example, the event is about you. Everything is about you. Things don't happen without you. And Diddy ran with that. Next came the basketball match, the celebrity one, which of course was to promote himself. It looks like a whole like celebrity event, but he's everywhere. He's always getting himself in the limelight, right?
Promoting himself.
Yeah, always. So that happens. And then, of course, as it's all a massive tragedy, Motown hear about it, of course, Andre Harrell and team, and Motown want him out. They're trying to kick him out. They're like, what are you doing to Andre Harrell? Get this guy out. He's a waste of space. He's dangerous. He's bad for us. All that lot. Andre Harrell fights for him and says, oh, no, he's really good. And he keeps him in. So that's the starting off timeline. Okay. Then, of course, he starts to perform really, really well.
Yeah, to the point where he is basically overpowering Andre, and he basically takes control of the company, and he kind of acts like the boss, basically. So then Andre wants him out. So basically he gives him like a few artists and say, all right, here you go, take this, set your own up.
Yeah.
So that's how he created his own.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is, like, what I heard elsewhere was he was in with Clive Davis to do that. Because you can't just disappear and set up a label, right? It was a case of, like, you're in with Clive Davis, and so you're going to be able to move on with this new, like, music. Rap was coming in, and you're going to go ahead and move it along and all that lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Quite smart, really.
Go on.
Because he picked a good one, like, for him to go with. Do you know what I mean? Like, because Clive was successful, and he's one of the top dogs, and so Diddy was quite smart and lucky, really, to get in with him.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, Clive is like Whitney Houston and big artists.
Yeah.
And for him, back then, he's kind of a nobody, isn't he?
Diddy is.
Yeah, he's starting off, and like, why did Clive need to help him?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just wondering, like, what did he see in him?
Well,
Why did he have to help him?
Do you know what it was, right? He helped him because while Diddy was with Andre Harrell,
Yeah.
that was almost like an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Right? That was almost mentoring. And that was where he handled Jodeci.
Yeah.
And he built Jodeci up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think Clive seeing the rap, you know, the money in the rap.
Rap is coming, yeah.
Yeah, so he saw that as an opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah?
That's how I see it. That's the
I
only
agree.
reason that I kind of can see why he would, you know, kind of took him on, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, what I find interesting is this, right? I also heard that there was a bit of, like, sourness in relation between Andre Harrell and Diddy at the point of their breakup. And what I mean by that is, why can't Andre Harrell, who works for Motown, why can't they move on and move into rap? Yeah. If Andre Harrell himself has been successful at what he does, I'm sure he was great at Motown.
Yeah.
Why can't he move on to rap?
Yeah.
It was almost a case of, no, you've done your bit, you are now being thrown away.
Yeah.
This guy is now going to take the ladder above you. So that's a bit mental in a way for a guy to be well-renowned, Andre Harrell, well-known, established. Then this new guy comes in and takes it from you, basically, which is in a sense what happened. Because he's gone on to make Bad Boy. Bad Boy's massive and done really well. Motown, of course, became a thing of the past at that time. Innit? Motown music was just seen as old.
Yeah.
Right. And so, yeah, that was interesting because when they got rid of Diddy for overpowering and stuff and for doing too much, they let him take Biggie.
Yeah.
Because Biggie was going to be a Motown artist. That is very interesting, isn't it?
That is interesting.
But I suppose it's a case of, like, you know what to do with him and we don't. You know about this new music. You know about this rap. You're in touch with the streets. Well, we're not. You know what I mean? You're the future and we're not, in a way. So yeah, it took him and he worked with him, and they went on, and this is where it all gets a bit wild because Biggie, I mean, Diddy had this thing with all of his artists, right? He had this thing where he looked at them as if they were like, "Look at you, you've got this talent, but you're rubbish. I'm here making you amazing. Without me, you're nothing." He had this like kind of, he resented it in a way.
Yeah.
Like, why am I making you successful? It was like that.
Yeah.
And that's why he was always in the videos.
Yeah.
Always trying to be like the center of attention. Like, yeah, you're big, but you're only big because of me.
Yeah.
Not as if that artist could go to somebody else and still be
Yeah.
successful. Ego was mad. And ego is a thing, isn't it?
He wanted to be the star,
Yeah.
not the one behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, he really had to be seen
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes.
And so, yeah, like, so he would look at his own artist. I find that mad, that. Look at his own, I mean, like, if you're doing that, you're in the wrong line of work.
He loves the spotlight.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? How his job was to make others famous, but he kind of had no one to make himself famous.
Yeah.
Had to do that by himself. Bit wild. And then, of course, Tupac comes along into the scene. Tupac and Biggie get on really well, you know? And Tupac's got this whole, like, persona around him where people love him. He's funny. He's getting, like, he's basically attractive. He's getting everything he wants. And all of this without any manipulation. Yeah? All of this without having to control people with money. That whole money control thing. You know? And now Tupac had a degree of control over Biggie. And we know how territorial Diddy is.
Yeah.
The documentary portrayed that really well,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Like, so they got close, didn't they? But how did they actually get close? Like, they
Just-
weren't under the same company,
No.
so they were just...
They got close because of the music.
Yeah, just music, yeah.
It was just because of the music, because the music came out at the same time.
Yeah.
It was that vibe.
Yeah.
So they had that camaraderie of like, let's collab. It was
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Like, let's just collab. Let's, you know what I mean? So they were mates. They were working together,
Yeah.
you know? And then Diddy was like, no. I ain't having this. Yeah, I ain't having somebody else come here, get closer to my artist than me. And then that's where that weird thing happened where they invited like Tupac over to the recording studio. And then that's when he got attacked. So yeah, he got attacked like wild. And then actually, I mean, it shows footage where he's saying that, yeah, basically this is Diddy. And then Diddy's
Crazy.
there. Diddy's there is like sparking the rift
Yeah.
between the two of them. Next thing you know, Tupac is bringing out like music which is against Diddy, against Biggie as well. And apparently Biggie was hurt by that. Biggie was like, this is a bit wild because like really I'm still cool with you. I had nothing to do with that. This is not me. And look at what you're doing. So of course Diddy was there saying, you got to respond. You better do it back. He's done that too. You better do it back. And so that's where like the whole thing starts kicking off.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Just rivalry, isn't it? And
Yeah.
jealousy.
Yeah. What I find crazy is how like there was like one gang which was affiliated with Tupac's side, another gang affiliated with
Yeah.
Biggie's side, and they would like use the gang to like do jobs for each other and get things done, and just wild, honestly. And so it got to that strange point where like at some point somehow apparently on the night of the Tyson boxing match, when there's lots of like bravado in the air and stuff, there's people out there, Keefe D and stuff, and they're out, they've been paid, or no, they've not been paid, they actually never got paid. They're searching for Tupac and Suge Knight, and apparently it was going to be $500,000 for each of them, so $1 million total.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's supposed to be $500,000 each, but of course they only got one target, so it was $500,000, but that money never reached Keefe D, so that's a thing in itself. And then the maddest thing is, like, Diddy comes out and makes a song and he says, "Mess around with me, I'll put $1 million on your head."
Yeah. Stupid.
Just like admitting to it.
Why?
I know.
Crazy.
Honestly, strange.
But then he's probably thinking, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can do it. It is
who's
true.
doing what? What? I'm not admitting to anything.
Yeah. And I'm getting away with it all, so why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I found disappointing?
Go on.
When the girl from the girl group, the girl band, Kalina Harper.
Yeah, from Diddy Dirty Money, the band that he had. So
yeah.
it's him, Dawn, and Kalina or something, yeah?
Yeah. When she didn't stick up for her girl, Dawn, with the accusations, and even when she was done over by Diddy herself, like when she wanted money from him for legal fees, and he didn't even help her, but yet, like, she basically helped Diddy in a way.
Yeah.
Didn't she? So that was disappointing. Like, why? But then again, like, we don't know, do we? Like, you don't know what kind of hardship she's going through, and maybe she doesn't want to burn the bridges. Maybe she still owes him money. Maybe, like, we don't know.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy that, because he has come to her for help because Dawn is putting a case against him.
Exactly, yeah.
So, of course, Kalena is the other band member, and he's saying, "Listen, Kalena, you better help me. You better make me look good." And then Kalena is telling the documentary makers that I had been asking him for $5,000 for legal fees because I was going to lose my kids.
Yeah.
So she was going to lose her kids. All she wanted was $5,000, and even that, she was going to pay him back.
And he didn't help.
He didn't help. He just said, like, "I'm sorry, I can't help."
That's what I mean. That's why, like, why did you help him? And also, like, a part of me was like, are you saying that you don't know anything? Are you...
Genuinely. I mean, she did say that. In the documentary, she was like, "That was not my experience of him. I don't know what happened." So she's sticking to that story.
Yeah.
And do you know what I think? I think that actually helped him, because what she had said was, before he came to me for help, it was a few months prior that she was asking him for $5,000. Yeah, that tells me that really in her court story timeline, there's still time for help, because court don't move that fast.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So in the space of a few months, he could have still gone, "All right, I'll help you. Yeah, I'll give you the $5,000-6,000. You're gonna pay me back though. So you'll have your kids."
Yeah.
Obviously, you do anything for your kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would. You would.
So that's what I feel like happened. That's what I think went down. And so she's done it for her kids in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, we don't know her situation.
Yeah.
She could be put in a really tough, she might have some really hard decisions to make there. It might be, yeah, like you said, money situation, family situations. So, yeah, fair enough. But it was just, like, I don't know, I'm just cynical. I just don't believe that she doesn't know anything.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I mean, you didn't see or hear anything, like, a little bit strange, like, it was just you and another girl, wasn't it?
I mean, I think, yeah.
Like, did Dawn not, reveal anything at all to you? Like, did she not show, like, any kind of sadness or, do you know what I mean, strange behaviours? Like, that's just me.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, if we look at it, everyone knew. Yeah, I mean, there was that random girl from a random boat or something, or like one of his like yachts or a boat or something which he used to take out, and even that staff member from there was like, "Yeah, this is my story."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people covering up for him in there, but She actually posted on her Instagram,
Kalena.
the real Kalena. Her Instagram profile name is the real Kalena, and a day ago she posted this. I think she's been getting a lot of comments, good and bad, but a lot of negative ones.
Okay.
And I don't know if I fully understand this, but she's written, for clarity, because a lot of narratives are getting mixed together. My situation and the federal indictment are two completely separate matters. I have no involvement in that case, no connection to the investigation, and no role in anyone else's legal issues. So there was no shielding, no covering, and no helping anyone lie, because there was nothing for me to be involved in. What did involve me was my name being mentioned in a civil lawsuit and in public discussions that misrepresented my role. That is a different, standalone issue that I addressed only to correct the record. My family's custody journey is also its own independent matter, driven by evidence, documentation and the court system, not by anything happening in the media. When people merge all of these things together, it creates confusion and false assumptions. So, to be absolutely clear, federal indictment equals not my situation. Civil lawsuit mention equals where my name was misrepresented. Custody case equals strictly my family and the courts. These matters are not connected, and it's important to keep them separate so the truth doesn't get lost in the noise. Okay, so she's got family issues.
Custody,
Still, looks like.
You see.
So that is very muddly, isn't it? Very muddy.
I mean, it's like, what I find interesting there is like...
It's very unfortunate for her.
Yeah, basically the timing there works in Diddy's favour like mad.
Yeah.
Like, he's rubbing his hands together like, okay, that is one box ticked. I am covered for the whole Dawn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm covered because Kalena has got this custody battle, which I wasn't going to help with, but I think it works out good business if I help her now.
Yeah.
And so that'll cover me, it'll help her, something will happen. Now, in terms of her saying that, like, I'm not related to the case, this is just my opinion, this is just alleged, I think I saw in that documentary that she made a statement to the news saying, yes, I was part of that band, and yes, blah, 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 we were all good. I never saw anything of that sort of behaviour.
Yeah, she posted that. I think that was on her social media. She
Right,
posted
okay.
it for like, that was like a favour for Diddy.
So that was what he was asking for, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking for, and she did it.
She did it, yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, she really is sticking to the story of, I saw nothing, and so it could well be the case. I know how we all feel that, wait a minute, come on.
Like, these are a couple of comments that I'll just read a couple from her post. These are the comments from that post that she posted yesterday.
All right, people commenting on it, yeah?
Mm-hmm. This man couldn't even give you 5k and you thought to defend him. Are you slow? How you go against a woman to defend a coward? You'll never see them kids.
Wow.
Laughing faces.
Well, laughing faces, that's a bit...
You spoke highly of an evil man who wouldn't even give you 5,000 to get your kids back. That's reckless and frankly very stupid of you. There's another one here. I believe Dawn, her band member.
Yeah.
I'm sick of you male-identified mammies that turn a blind eye to mentally disturbed men, knowing that women are traumatised. Whoever in a child custody case with you, if it's still going on, oh God, I hope they win. Something about you is mentally off, and those who aren't fooled sees you.
So their comments, and I mean, again, we won't really touch upon that stuff in the sense that, like, we don't know what she's going through. That's
exactly.
I don't
know. That's fair, really.
She's got to work out her own stuff, and in a sense, I can understand what she's doing when she's putting her kids and family first, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So a bit wild.
It is really unfortunate that she's got, custody going on and her name's in this, mentioned in this Diddy thing as well, and very messy.
Very messy, very messy. Anything else that you want to move on to?
We should probably talk a bit more about.
Little Rod.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just talk about Little Rod, right? Let's cover that. Okay, so
Also, very unfortunate.
yeah.
Experience.
So what's his story? So what happens is, Diddy has a thing where he gets loads of artists over, loads of like music people, and there's like he goes there's like about 100 people there, and he goes, what was different about me was how I could play multiple instruments.
Yeah.
So he's pretty clever.
So Diddy was trying to get this album out. It's
Yeah.
his first album in like 10 years.
Yeah.
And he's basically recruited a bunch of musically talented people.
Yep.
And Rod was one of them.
Yeah. Rod was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So could you get that up? What was the last album? What was it called, and how well did it do? Because I want to know about that.
It had a really
It was like the Love
cheesy
album or
name.
something, because
Yeah.
he was going to rebrand himself as, Brother Love and all this. So he was going down the Love theme. Anyway, so he does all this thing. It's almost like a bit of a music challenge. And Little Rod is very successful.
The Love album.
And how well did it do? What was its performance like? Because I want to know just how much of a hit Little Rod took on this. How many sales or whatever income it got, whatever. Now, so Little Rod moves ahead throughout this like weird challenge thing, let's call it, and he goes to Diddy's property, and he's there with him, and he worked with him for a few years, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he works with Diddy for a few years. He goes
2
on like
years?
yachts and stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think 2 years. Now the thing is, in this time, he's like away from family, away from his like kids and that.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I miss Christmas with my kids, I miss birthdays and stuff, and all this lot. And he was only supposed to get paid how much? Do you remember? About 36 grand.
How much did he get paid?
No, was supposed to get paid.
Supposed to get paid.
He got paid nothing, innit?
He got paid nothing, but Diddy was supposed to basically he like bartered it down to like 24k, 23 or 24k, something like that, 20 odd k, and he didn't even pay that in the end.
Yeah.
So he got nothing.
It was like 24k, 25k, something like that. Yeah, it was. It was like a really small number.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was even mentioned how much he was supposed to get paid.
No, it did. It was mentioned.
What was it?
Yeah, it was about like 35, I think.
No.
Yeah, seriously.
35k for 2 years' work.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. Yeah. How much was Little Rod supposed to get paid by Diddy? Let me just have a quick look. Oh, it's not going to come up for me quick enough. I feel like I made a note of it though in my notes. Oh, 29k. He didn't pay his people. He liked people having... Yeah, it was 29k. Got it. Yeah. He was supposed to get 29k for 2 years of work.
That don't sound right at all.
It's bang on. That's a note from the actual documentary itself. I wrote that down.
That's still wild. Like I wouldn't do that for 2 years' work. Surely you get more than that working at McDonald's.
Yeah, I know.
For 2 years.
He made a mistake, innit? Basically,
I get you get the recognition and you'll get everything else from it, the fame and stuff.
Yeah, he
but
thought he was going to get like the real stuff, like, I don't know, royalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a real
I
cut of the
know.
pie. Do you know what I mean? For the amount of work he's doing for him. And what's sad is, of course, he is a victim of the SA, isn't he?
Mm.
He is one of Diddy's SA victims, and he talks about how Diddy randomly sent him a video, I believe, of something going on, of an activity, and then the situations where he would just find himself waking up with random people in bed, and he was
Yeah.
like, sometimes the person would be Diddy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he goes on to cement how this is him getting attacked. In it, he gives reasoning and clues as to how, yes, it was him who was actually getting attacked here, and it's just mad.
Yeah, because he's even after he found out
He's still there.
what happened, being drugged and
Yeah.
at these parties
And he's
that
still there.
happens, but he doesn't leave, does he?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's one of those where it's like,
You're too far in,
I'm
you've
too far in.
invested too much,
Yeah.
and but
he had
I don't
invested
know.
too much time, so in that sense, he couldn't leave there already.
Yeah.
Then he starts getting SA, and he's like, mentally, it's probably affecting him, going wild. And then once it's happened like more than a few times, he's like, look, I just want to get the money and get out of here, basically. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And then it comes to the part of getting his money. Like, the album's out now. The album's doing well. I'm sure it got awards or whatever. And he's there and he's like asking for his money. And Diddy's there going, oh, I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
I've not done it yet. I'm busy. Sorry, I will pay you. I'll get around to it. Then he asked again. And he's like, no, come on, just relax, man. I'll get to it. I mean, we've got so much more to do together, you and me. So, come on. And he's like, asking for the money. He's like, oh, wait a minute, have you got a problem? Is this a problem? Is something wrong here? Like, have we got an issue? And he's like, the next one is like, Diddy going, don't make an issue over this. Don't make an issue over this, man. You don't want to have me as an enemy type thing.
Yeah.
And then it just gets worse and worse. He just starts sending him like just barrage and like of message after message.
Yeah.
Just going mad on him.
And calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not paying him. Giving him all these messages and all that, but not paying him a penny.
Yeah. Just a monster, isn't he?
Mental. Proper crazy. Now, I think anything more on that guy, because we can move on.
Yeah.
Okay, Kirk Burroughs is who I want to talk about. Kirk Burroughs, who was the co-founder of Bad Boy Records, right? And so there they are, they're co-founding and stuff. And apparently Kirk Burroughs was the one who made it work, right? Diddy was not talented in many ways, including lots of like the business stuff. Yeah. He's done well. We can't take that away from him. Of course, he can manage things and make things happen. Of course, he can, and manipulate. Yeah.
He the one that called him a paper gangster.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. How he was saying that. Yeah, he wants to be the bravado and strong and stuff, but not really in person. He wants to have control over people, but not like physical. So he was paper gangster. Right. So there he is. And Kirk Burroughs was doing all the stuff, like when Diddy goes, take out 50 grand and go and get that necklace for that person. So Kirk is actually making the arrangements. Kirk is, in a sense, the agent, if you know what I mean. He's connecting the dots, putting things together, really making things work. Yeah? And then, of course, that point comes where Diddy gets a baseball bat and threatens him until Kirk Burroughs signs over his only share in the company.
Yeah. That was mad.
Yeah. That was really mad. That was crazy. I mean, those are the things that would happen. Like, I remember Eazy-E and Suge Knight had a thing. I'm pretty sure Suge Knight attacked Eazy-E, and that was to force him to sign up to Death Row Records. I'm pretty sure that's the case, which is wild. Either sign up or sign himself away from it, something like that, but he was beaten up for that to happen. And Eazy-E was like a big deal back then as well. So this stuff happened. Kirk Burroughs signs it off, and he makes this comment. He goes, sometimes when you love something so much and you've built something from the ground, you'll do anything to make that, or to see that thing succeed. So, and he's basically saying, including walking away from it. And I was like, that is wild, but I get you. Like, it's mental. I'd never do that, but I get you. And the saddest thing is, for me, with the Kirk Burroughs situation is he became homeless.
Yeah. Yep.
How mad is that?
Yeah. Worked so hard, did all that, managed the place, and then to get nothing.
To not only get nothing, but to lose everything.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
And what I find mad is, like, Kirk Burroughs seems like a good guy. He's the good, and the other guy is the evil.
Yep.
And these are the co-founders. There's the good and the evil, right? You know what I'm saying? And there's one direction which one of them goes in, and the other direction the other one goes in. Diddy gets richer and richer and richer, more powerful, more powerful, more powerful. Kirk Burroughs gets poorer, 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 weaker, weaker, weaker. It's just crazy. What a story. You know, what a series of events.
Yeah. Do you know what would be really wild if, like, a 50 recruited all these, like, ex-partners, ex-artists and people like Kirk into his, like, empire?
Yeah.
Like, against Diddy kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be
crazy.
mad. That'd be crazy.
That'd be like a proper heroic move, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That he should do that, actually. It's a good idea.
Isn't it?
Kirk was blackballed from the industry for 25 years, and he was essayed as well. Didn't mention that. Kirk was essayed. Like, we don't know the details of this. We don't know if that was Diddy, if Diddy arranged it. This is related to Diddy. We just don't know how, allegedly. But yeah, Kirk Burroughs mentions how he was essayed in this. So again, we don't know the ins and outs of that. But yeah, wild. And Kirk Burroughs also had a lawsuit against Diddy because of, after he'd been kicked out, Kirk was like, well, I'm going to go legal with how you forced me to lose my share. And that was the first RICO case against Diddy that Diddy ever had. And that was like ages ago. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
What I find crazy is how quickly Diddy rose so powerful. It was over the course of like 3 years.
Yeah.
He was like 19 and he'd dropped out of school. By the time he's like 21, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's like he's just like been a star for ages. That was wild. We're just going to talk about random things now. Basically, we're just going to cover things. All right, just enjoy yourselves. Okay. That was mad about that blogger who was let into the courtroom. She was called Lisa Tells, I believe. That's a channel or something.
Yeah.
And she was like one of 14 members of the public that was actually allowed into the courtroom.
Yeah.
And she's there and she's in the courtroom, she's doing her thing. And then Diddy's team comes over to her and they go, oh, here you go, we've printed off the transcripts of today and you might want to like share these to your people, share these to your following. And they were transcripts of the court case that made Diddy look good.
Smart.
That is some seriously hard-working PA.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
PR.
Yeah. They worked overtime.
That was, yeah. His people worked
Well,
for him.
he paid big money, so
Yeah.
he's going to work them hard.
That's
isn't he?
it.
He's got to guarantee that win.
It's almost like all this money was saved for the right people when it all hits the fan. I mean, let's not forget, guys, he's back out soon. It's not long.
Yep.
August 2027? 2020, yes, that's right, yeah?
It's 2027. I can't remember what month. But yeah, not long to go.
Not long to go.
Do you know what I read the other day? He paid for like all his ward, like his prison people to like have Thanksgiving dinner.
Whoa. Well, what I heard ages ago is that people are making his bed for him.
There you go.
Like, there's people, so he's just there chilling. People are making his bed for him. They're getting him like extra food.
They're loving it.
He's
paid.
proper.
He's getting Thanksgiving. They're all getting Thanksgiving dinners and getting looked after.
Yeah.
They look after him, and they'll get looked after. Basically,
Yeah.
is what it sounds like.
Yeah. He's got it all under control. Fully under control, you know.
What did you think of the two jurors that were on the documentary?
I feel like they were honest to us.
Yeah.
They were honest to us. What do you think of them?
Like the two that were on the program were so different, like in terms of like background, you know what I mean, ages,
Yeah.
but like I just find it, well, they were both agreeing, like, well, they obviously had to, because the agreement, the decision in the end was
Unanimous?
but,
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, but I just find it strange. Not strange, but like what the solicitors put out in the court must have been like just really, really good, well presented, strong evidence defending it, because they were both just like adamant, like, yep, this is correct, and justice has been done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
they weren't even swayed. Like, they just seemed so sure.
Yeah.
Do you know
there
what I
was
mean?
zero doubt.
Like, it just made me think, like, wow, Diddy's team, like, they must have done well.
Yes.
They
Clean
worked
sweep.
hard.
They smashed it.
Like, one was a young, what's Caucasian? Or young girl, anyway, young female. And the other one was, like, an uncle, a brown uncle.
Yeah. She wasn't Caucasian.
I can't remember. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, two different jurors, and they both like, one male, one female, and they were both like, yeah,
Yeah.
we believe this.
Male,
Yeah.
female, different age groups, different backgrounds, but they both like fully agreed.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Well, here's the thing, right? It's that people on the other side, I think, were saying that the jury appeared starstruck.
That's it. Yeah, they did mention that.
Yeah, the jury appeared starstruck, and there were times when Diddy was told off for looking at
Yeah.
the jury, and there was the uncle jury member was like, if you made eye contact with Diddy, then you would be taken off the jury.
Mm.
Right?
I don't think they were all starstruck. I don't believe that statement.
Well-
I mean, the two there didn't even. I mean, the uncle, like, he might not even know him. Like, and then the other one was saying, the other girl did mention that she wasn't a big fan of his.
I don't
She was
know.
a fan.
No.
She was a fan of hip hop, rap, but she did say, like, I wasn't exactly a big fan of his music.
No, she was a fan of his music.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay.
She liked his music. She wasn't. She said that I'm not necessarily a fan of him, but I
Oh,
like
right.
his music.
Oh, okay.
She, in my opinion, from what I saw, she was starstruck because she was like. There were times when he was nodding,
Yeah.
and I remember that nod. I recognised that nod.
Oh yeah, yeah. She did say that. When that nod was from when he was in that
Making the Band TV show.
That show.
So
but
she's
to
a
be
fan.
honest,
She's
though,
a fan. She's a fan.
maybe.
She's a fan. If
But-
you watch him Making the Band,
Yeah.
and then now you're in the room with the guy, you're a fan.
To be honest, it's naughty of him to be looking back. He shouldn't be looking at the
Yes,
jurors.
of
He should
course.
be telling. They should be telling him off for that. Really, he shouldn't.
He did
'cause
get
that
told
could
off.
Yeah, good, but he still turned around.
What I didn't like, right, is that
That's threatening behaviour.
well, it's that, or it's like trying to convince the jury, trying to build a relationship with the jury, and really only he can do that because the victims are changing in this case. There's no consistent victim who can look over and build a relationship. He's the most consistent factor there, I suppose. He's the human in the room, the one who they're all making to appear like a human, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then he's there looking over at the jury. And that female juror, she was like, he was looking over and like giving a nod and a smile. And it appeared to me like she was enjoying it. And I'm like, oh, wow, he had you hoodwinked. Like, that's how it looked like to me. So, yeah, pretty wild. And yeah, she was like, yeah, she saw him on Making the Band and stuff. I was like, yeah, wait a minute, you kind of give me compromised vibes.
Yeah.
You know? The uncle was convinced because he was like, oh, this is that weird love story and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the jurors and that, and it was strange how they were like two different age groups and smashing it. One thing we've got to mention is Diddy was surrounded by enablers.
Oh yeah.
He was
Yeah.
surrounded by people who were going to sweep this under the rug and let this keep happening. Like, just people who saw the abuse happening, you know? People in that close circle who were aware of it. Let's give you one example. Let's talk about that KK, yeah? Okay, now she was some kind of manager, right? Her name was KK.
Something Curran.
Christina Curran. She was on the staff, right? She's some kind of manager, yeah?
Yeah, she was like the HR.
So yeah, HR would be very busy. That would be some expensive HR. Now, what happened was when Little Rod had his thing, he turned to KK to try and like talk about this, an ear to like speak to, get some help on. He mentioned it to her, and she basically just, as far as I can remember, fully ignored the guy.
Yep.
Just like turned away and disappeared.
Yep.
Like, this is the thing. I know this happens. You're not the first one to mention it. I'm off.
Yeah.
That's an enabler.
Yeah.
Yeah? People who are in that circle, who are not disappearing, who are staying in that circle
Yeah.
and not doing anything, are enablers. And he had found like the jackpot of enablers. He made that system. Yeah, so outside of that, I think we have covered loads of this. How Andre fired Puff because of overpowering. Yeah, that's fine. Celebrity basketball game. Joy Dickerson Neal. 1991. He drugged her and attacked her. Yeah.
Oh, that was that lady.
Oh, yeah, and then she turned to people and asked for help. And you know what the people's response was? Their response was, what do you want me to do about that? If I
Yeah.
help you, I can't get into his parties.
Sad.
And it was the mother, oh yeah, and then it came out that like, they were saying, there was rumours, not in fact, he had recorded the attack.
Yeah, and shown it. And then
shown
he
it to
lied to her
people.
face, saying that, no, I didn't.
Yeah, got on his knees and lied. But he had shown it to people, right? Said he's got this footage. People then got back round to her. Her mum sent a letter to Diddy's mum saying this is what's happened.
Yeah.
And yeah, like nothing has basically come of this and she has been attacked.
Yeah. She was one of the earlier victims.
Really early.
Yeah.
Like,
it's really
we're talking
sad.
1991.
Yeah.
So he was like, I don't know if he was like still 19, maybe he was 20. So he did this really early.
Yep.
Okay.
And because he got away with it, he's,
Yeah.
it stuck.
Yeah. He got away with it and just made him more powerful. And really, has he got away with this? Coming out of jail so soon? He's got away with this? Yes, he has. Now, let's cover Aubrey. We haven't covered her yet. Was it Aubrey or Audrey?
Aubrey.
I think. Aubrey? Where is she? She should be in my notes. Have I got a find feature? Let's just check on find. AU. Oh, and it's bringing me because. I don't want because. I'm getting a lot of becauses. Aubrey, yes. Right, yes, it was Aubrey. Wow, the Aubrey story. Okay, so what happened with Aubrey? So they had like kind of hired her basically because of her looks. She was on Making the Band, and apparently she got scrutinised even more because of her looks. Apparently that was mentioned. She was scrutinised more, and there was more like criticism and stuff. Anyway, her actual story in this is tragic. There was somebody in the house, right, and they were trying to go to the toilet. Yeah. So this woman is in the house. She wants to go to the toilet, so she goes upstairs and she opens doors and she can't find the toilet. So she's opening doors as she goes along, and she finds this door, and there's Aubrey basically getting attacked by Diddy and some other guy. And Aubrey looks like she's completely out of it, like she's not even there. Like, you might as well say knocked out. Right? That's how Aubrey's appearing. And then it moves on to the next, that woman, I don't know if she just runs away or something, I don't know. But it moves on to like the next day or something, and then that lady goes and tells Aubrey, just so you know, this is what happened. I don't know if you remember or not. It's very Blink Twice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That film, guys, Blink Twice. Watch it. It was called Blink Twice, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
called Blink
so.
Twice. Yeah, definitely. Guys, watch Blink Twice. It was...
Yeah, I know which one you mean.
Yeah, watch Blink Twice,
When they
guys.
wake up from the parties and not
Yeah,
knowing what happened.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Well, just while I'm here, actually, Little Rod said that we were all on this certain chemical,
Yeah.
whether we knew it or not.
Yeah.
I find that to be one of the most powerful sentences of the entire documentary. We were all on this certain substance, whether we know it, whether we knew it or not. That just blows my mind. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Everyone was getting spiked.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting spiked. Anyway, so that woman comes over, tells Aubrey that this is what happened, right? Aubrey's there going, are you sure? And so they're going, yeah, listen, I'm sure, 1,000,000%. You, this, that room, this is what happened. Right? Telling her over and over. Now, Aubrey, even in this documentary, is like listen, I don't know if that happened to me. And frankly, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her.
I get that, yeah.
Who can blame Aubrey for feeling that way? Genuinely cannot blame her at all. Because who wants that? Innit? Who wants that? And then Aubrey went down the road of like, this woman who is saying these things had better be careful because I don't necessarily want to know about this. And if this carries on, I'll take action against you. It went down that road. Mad, innit?
Yeah.
Tragic.
Yeah, when she's just trying to let you know what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, it's true. But I get it. I get it in the sense of if Aubrey genuinely, in her heart of hearts, that experience is not there.
Yeah.
And if she can live a life where that's not put in,
Yeah.
then that's better. Because I'm sure there's people out there who cannot put a price on
Yeah.
getting a certain event removed.
Yeah, just having peace in your life.
Yeah, like having that not triggered and brought
Yeah.
back and stuff. There's people out there who would definitely live a whole different life if that event just wasn't part of their
Just
existence.
have that part
Exactly.
erased.
So I can't blame Aubrey for that. You know, and if she's protecting herself from that, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. But she also received, like, was it a text or an email from Diddy? Do you remember?
Tell me about that.
Like, she'd received an
Yeah.
email from him
Yes.
saying, like, basically, you want to progress,
Yeah.
advance, you got to
That's
do
right.
this, that.
Multiple.
And I don't think she reacted to how he expected, did he?
Yeah, like
Did
she didn't feed into it, let's say.
Yeah, and then like soon after that, she was kicked off
Yeah.
it, weren't she?
Yeah, that's right. She was gone.
Yeah, so not sure if that was before or after that alleged,
Yeah. Yeah, don't know if that was before or after. Yeah,
but,
who knows?
Wild.
There were situations where people would like go to Diddy for an audition and next thing they were spiked and things were happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all very wild and, yeah, very tragic. And in terms of the documentary, I've got to say it was brilliantly produced. They got amazing sources to do the work on this.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
They've got sufficient people on there who were extremely close to Diddy and able to give their own vulnerable testimonies. And I find that to just be amazing in itself. Really well covered. I think that's basically everything that I've got on my notes.
Yeah.
And we just had some fun in the end there, just going in like any direction. So that is basically it. Anything else from you?
No.
No? Okay, that's
Not that I can
fine.
think of.
Yeah. Do you remember how mad it was when Capricorn Clark was with Cassie and Cassie was like, can we take Kid Cudi for some
Oh yeah, for a hike.
hiking? Yeah. And she was like, whoa, you've got me like stuck in this mess now.
Yeah.
Wild.
I know.
Innit?
Tough job,
Yeah.
but
I mean, what wasn't mentioned in this documentary was how Kid Cudi, his car popped. Let's say Kid Cudi's car popped.
Yeah.
We'll say that. All right. And we don't know who's responsible for that.
Yeah.
You know, cars pop sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, guys?
I can say that, one of the biggest victims in all of this, Cassie, it's nice to see that she's happy now with like 3 kids and happily married. That's I like seeing that.
Yeah, recovery, innit?
Yeah. Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, if we can send a message out to any of the victims or anyone like similar to this, I'm sure there's people out there who just wish them the best and wish them like a full recovery. And people need to just feed off that energy of, people out there love you, care about you, talk about it, get it off your chest. People out there do care and, get that help. It is out there.
When you think about it, like especially like knowing from the documentary, there's over 100 civil cases.
Yeah.
Like he's hurt so many people.
Yeah. allegedly.
Mental.
Yeah, no, it is. It's wild. It is really crazy, And there's people out there who've had, let's say, similar experiences to this. Let's just like broader
Yeah.
image, like not just Diddy.
It's very Weinstein.
Yeah,
With
of course it is.
with the cameras.
It's a mixture of
Cameras
Weinstein.
in all the rooms.
It's a mixture of Weinstein and Epstein.
Yeah.
It's a mix because Weinstein was like progress your career or get a certain job.
Yep.
And Epstein was secret filming. Apparently.
Other way around, isn't it?
Allegedly. No, that's the right way around. Epstein was apparently because, I mean, for Diddy, we've not seen any of the footage of the rooms, and same with Epstein. But apparently, Epstein is the guy who's had like footage everywhere.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Weinstein never had the footage. Weinstein was more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Weinstein was like, you want to have the career.
Yeah, Weinstein's the career one.
Yeah, you got to do your thing. Epstein was like, yeah, let's get you on camera and get some of this, like, now I've got leverage over you now. Yeah. Allegedly. Might not have happened.
Sickos.
Maybe they're not. Maybe, I don't know if they are or not.
Psychos.
I mean, I don't know if they are. Maybe they're not.
Right.
Right. But yeah, we've covered it all, guys. That's basically it. The documentary was well put together, really good. Just right, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope everyone gets help from what they need in that sense. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. Great job, 50.
Good job, 50. Yeah, well done, Let's hope that...
50's social media this last week has been amazing.
The flowers thing.
So entertaining. Have you seen
Let's mention the flowers thing. In fact, you can give us some highlights. Give some highlights of your social media.
So apparently 50 received a bunch of flowers from Diddy.
Yeah.
Apparently this is what he posted on Instagram. And people saying that they are like funeral flowers.
Yeah, funeral arrangement.
Yeah.
I think 50 knew that as well,
They were the ugliest bunch of flowers. They were like orange, orange nasty.
And then 50
ones.
was like, "What's with this appetizer? Let's just get to it."
Yeah.
Like in different words, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he was like, why did you send me these?
Yeah, he was like, why did you send me these? Let's just, you know what I'm like. I'm gangster. Let's just get straight to it. So in other words, why have you sent me funeral flowers? If you want to do something, let's do something.
Yeah.
But I find it confusing because he went on that news program. So Diddy went on news program, which is ABC News, and apparently he went on ABC News because ABC News gets shown in jail. So he went on an ABC News show, particularly because Diddy will see it, which is just wild.
His interview, yeah.
And on that, he mentioned that like we've got no real issue. Diddy says not Diddy. 50 goes, we haven't really got like any real issue. I've hired his kids to be in productions that I've made or projects which I've made or worked on. So I've hired his kids for things. We've never really got to any kind of physical altercation or that kind of situation or thing. Yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute, have you got beef or not?
True. He means like not like real beef. Not real beef. The only thing that he was wound up about was when like you've seen those clips when he mentioned it on a podcast or maybe numerous podcasts.
The clips about going shopping.
Interviews about going shopping. Yeah, like he was like, what? What did you say?
Okay, wait.
Like, what the hell?
To have an issue with, let me take you shopping, right? And to take it this far along to be now making a documentary about this guy's life.
Well, obviously he doesn't like the way he's living
and operates.
Well.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm sure you've got beef if you're making this documentary about the man.
I suppose.
And I'm sure you've got
call it beef,
serious beef. That's why I think that if you're making a documentary about the guy, you've got real beef, like a real problem.
Anyway, he also a couple of days ago on his social media, on his Instagram, he posted Lil Rod's, I think a post about Lil Rod, which says producer of best in R&B song. Yes, it is. And then he captions it, "This is fire. Lil Rod is talented. Diddy still didn't pay him for the Love album." And he touched him. So just really promoting the documentary. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad.
Just
that.
really entertaining. Just find it really entertaining.
I like that you gave Little Rod a shout out.
And like just lots of like memes and things of Diddy, and he just can't stop.
50 never messes. He never misses. He just always gets it right. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, so I like that you gave Little Rod a shout out. He needed it. And then, of course, he still mentions how he was touched by Diddy, which is just ridiculous. 50's funny. He don't mess about.
He is funny.
He is. He's hilarious. He knows what he's doing.
So yeah, great.
Yeah, great production. Everything great. Everything well done. And yeah, I hope the victims get their thing.
Yeah.
And Diddy will be back out soon, so everyone watch your back. I just want to say one thing here, guys, if anyone's still listening, right? I feel like Diddy was the one who, when the court case was happening, Diddy was paying social media people or getting in touch with social media people to stop posting bad about him. Can someone check and confirm that? Was it Diddy who was getting people sent out to social media people and having them stop, either offering them money or threats, something to have people stop posting bad about Diddy? I can't remember. Anyway, I think with that, I'm happy to leave it there. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.